Hello friends, today I am going to give you the concept of analysis of algorithm which finds maximum between n numbers. This is Professor Rakesh Kumar Katare of Department of Computer Science at APS University, Rewa, Madhya Pradesh. Find the maximum in given n elements x1, x2, x3, xn minus 2, xn minus 1, xn. Here I am taken n as 3. This is a flowchart for finding the maximum in n numbers. M1 initialization. Step M1, step M2, step M3, step M4, step M5. So what step M1 will do? Step M1 will initialization of the parameters or variables. Here I am taking this n as I am redefining n as j, n minus 1 as k, xn as m. Again I am repeating, this n is j, n minus 1 is k, k is equal to n minus 1. So if n is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. Xn is the largest number, not largest, but xn is the last number. It may be largest or it may not be the largest. It will depend upon the input what we are giving. Here I have given x1 as 6, x2 as 5, x3 as 4. x3 is xn here because n is 3 and x3 is m as per the initialization step. Xn is m, so x3 is m and m is 4. Same way x2 is xk here, which has value 5. Now in step M2 all tested. If k is equal to 0, so k is 2 here. So k is not 0, so no, k is not 0. Then M3, if xk is less than equal to m. What is xk here? Xk is 5, m is 4. 5 is less than equal to 4. 5 is less than equal to 4. No, 5 is not less than equal to 4. So no. M4 step. Set j is k. Here I have used j as n, but here I am changing j as k as j. So what is k? K is 2. So j will become 2. So x2 will become new m. What is x2? X2 is 5. So m become 5 now. Further, step M5, decrease k by 1 and return to M2. K is equal to k minus 5, k minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Now we are going to a step M2. K is 1. K is 0? No. K is not equal to 0. M3 step. Xk. K is 1. M is x2. So k is 1 means x1. x1 is 6. M is 5. 6 is less than equal to 5. 6 is less than equal to 5. No. Then what I will do? I will keep k as j. What is k? K is 1. So x1 will become m. x1 will become m. What is x1? x1 is 6. 6 will become m. K is equal to k minus 1. So 1 minus 1, because k is 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0. We will repeat it. K is 0, yes, stop. So 6 is the largest in 3 numbers. 6, 5, 4. Now how we will convert the flowchart into algorithm? I have taken the name of algorithm is M. Find maximum. Reference Donald E. Knuth, The Art of Computer Programming, Fundamental of Algorithms, Volume 1, 3rd edition, Pearson Education, 1997. First, let us now apply some of the techniques of the programming to the study of an algorithm finding maximum in given n elements x1, x2 up to xn. We will find m and j such that m is equal to xj is equal to maximum of I from 1 to n xi, where j is the largest index that satisfy this relation. What we have to find out? We have to find the m and j. In this flowchart, we find m and j. J is the n and m is the xn that we find in this flowchart. Now m is equal to xj is equal to maximum of I 1 to n xi. What does it means? It means x1, x2, xn up to xn, or xn, xn minus 1, xn minus 2, xn minus 3 and x1. What does it means? M is equal to xj maximum of xi. M is equal to xj is equal to, here it is written m is equal to xj is equal to maximum of I of xi. So what does it means? I have converted this into a for loop. I is equal to 1 to n. I is equal to 1 to n. M is equal to xj is equal to mxi, maximum of I is equal to 1, m is equal to xj is equal to x1, I is equal to 2, m is equal to xj is equal to x2, I is equal to 3, m is equal to xj is equal to x3. When I is n, then m is equal to xj is equal to xn. So j should be maximum, xn is the maximum one. So this is the explanation of this step. J is the largest index, so j is n here. This algorithm makes a good demonstration of the way in which more complicated algorithms may be studied. There are usually several algorithms available for a particular application, and we would like to know which is best. This requires analysis of algorithm in computer programming. The analysis of algorithm in computer program is required because we have many solutions of one problem. One problem can be written in many ways. Therefore, which one is best, which we have to find out from the analysis of the algorithm. Therefore, analysis of algorithm is required. This is one way of writing the algorithm, which I have already discussed in flowchart. So, algorithm M, find maximum, M1 initialization, which I have already explained, M2 all tested. If k is equal to 0, the algorithm terminates. M3 compare, if ak is less than equal to m, go to M5. M4 change m, set j is k, m is xk. This value of m is a new current maximum. M5 decrease k by 1 and return to M2. This algorithm I have already explained in flowchart. Now, what does this means? What does the m is equal to xj is equal to maximum of I, k, I should be greater than k and less than equal to n. Now let us explain this one. Step M1, j is n, which is 3, k is n minus 1, 3 minus 1 is 2, m is xn, which is x3 is equal to 4. During this algorithm, we will have m is equal to xj is equal to maximum of xi, I is greater than k and less than equal to m. What does it means? For I is equal to k plus 1 to n, because I is greater than k, so k plus 1 to n. For I is equal to k means n minus 1, so n minus 1 plus 1 to n, which means for I is equal to n to n. Therefore, m is xj is equal to xn is equal to x3 is equal to x4. Algorithm M requires a fixed amount of storage. So, we will analyze only the time required to perform it. It means we have to study the execution of the algorithm. To do this, we will count the number of times each step is executed. Knowing the number of times each step is executed gives us the information necessary to determine the running time on a particular computer. The performance of algorithm M does not depend on the precise values of the xk. Only the relative order is involved. For example, if n is equal to 3, we are assuming that each of the following 6 possibilities is equally probable. N is equal to 3, test data. I have taken x1, x2, x3. Cases are 6 cases. A, B, C, D, E, F. First I have taken 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 can be arranged in 6 ways here. 4, 5, 6, 4, 6, 5. 5, 4, 6, 5, 6, 4. 6, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4. So these are the possible values of x1, x2, x3 in 4, 5, 6. Case 1. x1 is equal to 4, x2 is equal to 5, x3 is equal to 6. M1 initialization. Set j is equal to n. J is equal to 3. K is equal to n minus 1. k is equal to 3 minus 1 is 2. M is equal to xn. M is equal to x3. x3 is 6. x3 is 6. M is equal to xj is equal to maximum of xi. M is equal to x3. xj, j is 3. x3 is equal to maximum of x3. Maximum of x3 is 6. Next, M2. If k is equal to 0, the algorithm terminates. M2. If k is equal to 0, no, k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2. M3. Xk is less than equal to m. M3. Xk is less than equal to m. X2 is less than equal to m. 5 is less than equal to 6. ठीक? No. 5, yes. 5 is less than equal to 6. Yes. Go to M5. Go to M5. What is M5? Decrease k by 1 and return to M2. M5. K is equal to k minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And k is equal to 1. Go to M2. M2. What is M2? M2 is if k is equal to 0, the algorithm terminate. M2. If k is equal to 0, no, k is 1. Go to M3. So M3, if xk is less than equal to m, M3 में what is M3? M3 if xk is less than equal to m, go to M5. Xk is less than equal to m. Xk, k is 1. X1 is less than equal to m. X1 is equal to 4. 4 is less than equal to 6. Yes. Go to M5. What is M5? M5 is equal to k is equal to k minus 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Go to M2. M2. If k is equal to 0, yes. Algorithm terminates. Now, how many M1 runs? M1 runs for one time. M1 runs executed one time. How many time M2? 1, 2. M2 runs executed 3 times. 3. 1, 2, 3. So M2 runs 3 times. What about M2? M3? M3 1, 2. M3 runs executed 2 times. What about M4? M4 runs 0 time. 0 times. Because there is no M4. M5. M5. Count M5. 1, 2. M5 runs executed 2 times. So total number, the total running time for all the steps is equal to 8. So I wrote here, in case A, M1 1 time, M2 3 times, M3 2 times, M4 0 times, M5 2 times. Another representation of case 1 is this. All the values I have represented here, how they are executed, and grand total is 8. This is 1, 3, 2, 0, 2. This is M1, this is M2, M3, M4, M5, and these are the variables. Variables is running, and so this is overall execution of the case 1 in tabular form. Same way, case B, x1 4, x2 6, x3 5. I have executed all these steps here, and ultimately we find that m1 runs 1 time, m2 runs 3 times, m3 runs 2 times, m4 runs 1 time, m5 runs 2 times, total 9 times. So this is the execution. You can just check, and this is in tabular form. This is in tabular form, which you can test. B, so case B, m1 1 time, m2 3 times, m3 2 times, m4 1 time, m5 2 times, and total 9, and case C 8. Same way case 3, x1 is 5, x2 is 4, x3 is 6, m1 m2 m3, m5 m2 m3 m5 m2. So m1 runs 1 time, m2 runs 3 times, 1 2 3, m3 2 times, 1 2 2 times, m4 0 times, there is no m4, m5 2 times, 1 2. So total running 8 times. C is represented here again. m1 1, m2 3, m3 2, m4 0 times, m5 2, and total 8. Same way case D, m1 runs 1 time, m2 runs 3 times, m3 runs 2 times, m4 runs 1 time, m5 runs 2 times. So the total is 9 times. Case E, x1 is 6, x2 is 4, x3 is 5. m1 runs 1 time, m2 runs 3 times, m3 runs 2 times, again m2 runs 3 times, m3 runs 2 times, m4 runs 1 time, m5 runs 2 times, and the total running time for all the 5 steps is 9. Case 5, x1 is 6, x2 is 5, x3 is 4. This case I have discussed in flowchart. So m1 runs 1 time, m2 runs 3 times, m3 runs 2 times, m4 runs 2 times, m5 runs 2 times, total 10 times. So this case I have already discussed in the explanation of flowchart of this algorithm. So this process we had already discussed about the analysis of this algorithm. So process was very simple, and I have used this process in our algorithm. So if xn is largest in 2, then we will compare xn with xn minus 1. xn is subscripted by xj, and m is equal to xn is equal to xj, and then xk, where k is n minus 1, will be compared with m, as xn minus 1 is less than xn in step m3. If xn minus 1 is less than xn is true, then step m5 will take place as k is equal to k minus 1. Then again step m3 will be executed as xn minus 2 is less than equal to xn. If xn minus 2 is less than equal to xn is true, then xn will be compared with xn minus 3, and so on. But if xn minus 1 is less than equal to xn is not true, then xn will be replaced by xn minus 1. Then we will compare xn minus 2 by xn minus 1 as xn minus 2 is less than equal to xn minus 1. If xn minus 2 is less than equal to xn 1 is true, then xn minus 3 will be compared by xn minus 1, as xn minus 3 is less than equal to xn minus 2. If xn minus 3 is less than xn minus 1 is true, then xn minus 4 will be compared by xn minus 1, and so on till k is 0, which is xk is x0, which is not present in the list. So in this whole process of cases A, B, C, D, E, F, we have generated this data structure, this table. Step A, B, C, D, E, F, number of times each case, n is equal to 3. M1 will execute for one time in all the cases. M2 will run 3 times in all the cases. M3 runs 2 times in all the cases. M5 runs 2 times in all the cases, but M4 is decision making here. In every case, M4 gives you the best, average and worst case. M4 step is A because A is not fixed. The value of A is not fixed. Value of A is fixed for each case. For A it is 0, for case B it is 1, for case C it is 0, for case D it is 1, for case E is 1, and for case F it is 2. So number of steps, total number of steps, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, these steps takes number of times, 8 number of times, 9 number of times, 8 number of times, 9 number of times, 9 number of times, and 10 number of times. In the above table, number of steps will give you the time of execution. Therefore, A and C are best cases because A and C has the least number of times. B, D and E are average cases because it takes more than 8 and less than 10, so it is average case. And F is the worst case because it is taking the highest time, so case F is the worst case. With reference to n, I have formulated the steps. M is equal to 1, M2 is equal to n, M3 is equal to n minus 1, M4 A, M5 n minus 1. Figure algorithm M. Labels on the arrows indicate the number of times each path is taken. Note that Kirchhoff's first law must be satisfied. The amount of flow into each node must equal the amount of flow going out. So this is a step M1 initialization, M2 all tested, M3 compare, M4 change M, M5 decrease. M1 one time, M2 one time, and n minus 1 time or n minus 1 time. So M1 is 1, M2 is n minus 1 plus 1, n minus 1 plus 1 because both are going out. So n minus 1 plus 1, so n, so which is 3. M3, n minus 1 is inputting, n A is output, and this is also output. So M3 will be n minus 1 minus A, plus a. So n minus 1 and n minus 1 minus a, and this is plus a. So this is n minus 1 2 because a is 3. M4 is a, incoming and outgoing. M5 n minus 1 minus a, and this is a plus a, so it is n minus 1. So this is the representation of the steps of the algorithm. Kirchhoff's first law: the amount of flow into each node must equal the amount of flow going out. So step M1, the amount of flow into each node and the amount of flow going out. So input is 1, output is 1. M1, M2, n minus 1 plus 1, so 1 plus n minus 1, and this is 1 plus n minus 1. So M2 is n, so with 1 be cancelled, so it become n. So this is what? This is equal to n. This is equal to n. M3 is n minus 1 coming in, and n minus 1 minus a plus a, which is n. M4 a, M5 a plus n minus 1 minus a is n minus 1, and this is n minus. Hence proved that the amount of flow into each node must equal the amount of flow going out. So this is Kirchhoff's first law, which is satisfying in this case. Total of steps: M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4 M5. So M1 1, M2 n, M3 n minus 1, M4 a, and this is n minus 1. I have added all, which is 3n minus 1 plus a. Let n is equal to 3. So 3 into 3 is 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 plus a. So total steps for each case will be 3n minus 1 plus a. So best case, worst case, and average case will be depending upon the value of a. A means execution of step 4. The operation of other steps are constant except M4. Case A, 8 plus a, 8 plus 0 is equal to 8. B, 8 plus a, 8 plus 1 plus is equal to 9. C, 8 plus a, 8 plus 0 is equal to 8. D, 8 plus a, 8 plus 1, 9. E, 8 plus a, 8 plus 1, 9. 8 plus a, F is 10. So this is how we can calculate the total number of times. This is pseudocode of algorithm M, which is written in basically, but you can consider this as a pseudo code. The execution of pseudocode in tabular form. You can just see the execution of pseudocode in tabular form. You can just check each variable of pseudocode which I have written in tabular form. This is step 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. N is equal to 3, J is equal to 3, K is equal to 2, M is equal to this. So I have just executed all the 3 steps, and This is the execution. So this is the test data. N is equal to 3. So I have already discussed this test data. The sequence I have just wrote here: x1, x2, x3, the best case. This is average case. This is best case. This is average case. So I have just narrated this one. Case A takes case A, the steps takes 8 times. In case B, steps M1, M2, M3, M4, M5 takes 9 times. In case C, 8 times. In case D, 9 times. E, 9 times. And F, 10 times. So the value of A is this, which is equal to 5. For 6 cases, this is 5. The total value of step M4 is 5 out of 6 cases. The average value will be, or the average value is 5 upon 6. The average value of A when n is equal to 3 comes out to be 5 upon 6. It is clear that we may take x1, x2, xn to be the number 1, 2, 3 n is same order under our assumption. We regard each of the factorial n permutations as equally likely. The probability that A has the value k will be Pnk, number of permutations of n objects for which A is k upon factorial n. For example, from our table above, P30 is 1 upon 3, 0, 2 upon 6, so which is 1 upon 3. 1, 3 upon 6, 1 upon 2, 2, 1 upon 6 is 1 upon 6. The average, mean or expected value is defined as equal to An is equal to sigma k, k Pn k. You can calculate like this. The variance Vn is defined to be the average value of A minus An square. We have therefore Vn is equal to this. I have expanded this and ultimately I got this one. Finally, the standard deviation is defined to be under root of n Vn. This is bibliography. Thanks.